My name is Ibobo, the dreaded warrior of Obaliden Forest. You can only get out of this forest tonight alive on the condition that you enter into blood covenant with me. Are you ready? Or do you want me to terminate your life this night?
Never kill a man that said nothing.
What do you mean by that?
Obaliden Forest is not my destination. I am traveling to the lands beyond the great Njaba River. As soon as the cock crows, I will continue my journey. Please spare my life.
Only on the condition that you enter into blood covenant with me.
Never kill a man that did you no wrong.
If you are not ready to enter into blood covenant with me, then you must leave this forest tonight.
I am a warrior, as you are. And you have refused to listen to the pleadings of a fellow warrior. One day, you will find yourself in my position, and men will deny you that they could have given you at no cost.
Stop! Never kill a man that did you no wrong. I thought that statement should have weakened you.
If I were to be a man that mere statement weakens, I wouldn't have been the dreaded warrior of Obalide Forest.
I encountered him only once, and he left a good account of himself. I don't want his blood to be shed in this forest. Allow him to stay. Tomorrow he shall continue on his journey. But Nebolise, I tell you one thing. Never you forget the woman that saved your life.
I'm not an ingrate. I will never forget. Who is she? She came to me the first time as a maiden. But now she looks like an ancient queen.
Stop! As soon as the cock crows, leave. You will not like what I will do to you if I meet you here in the morning still in this forest. Run back! The dreaded warrior, Ibubo.
Who is she?
Mama, my mates are not thinking of getting married. Why are you talking to me as if I already have a wife?
My son, do not ever make the mistake that most men regretted until death. Your wife remains your secret, and if you marry a woman you love, you will live to see the good days.
I once heard something like that, and I do wonder when the good days shall come.
My son, once you see your wife, you shall know her, and do not allow men to dissuade you from marrying a woman that has stolen your heart. She can come from any land. Understand that your wife is your shadow, and if you treat her with all the respect she deserves, you will live to see the good days.
But Mama, you are confusing me the more.
My son, refuse to be confused, because men that are confused do not make it to the next level. Your secret is your wife. Know your wife when you see her.
Egodi, can you explain to me the level of wickedness that you showed me last night?
What did I do? You slept under my roof. This is the first time it happened.
What happened?
And I'm not happy it happened.
What happened? You never allowed me to come close to you, not even touching you.
Ew. Are you now confirming to me that the only reason why you came to my house in the middle of the night is to sleep with me?
What is wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? Egodi. Egodi. Come. Why are you resisting me now? Why are you resisting me? And later you tell me you are my wife to be. Eh?
Ew. There's a difference between my people and your people. Anything can happen in your land because you do not have a king. Yes, we have a king here. And maidens do not sleep with men until they are married. Start in time to trek back to your land. And please, don't ever come here in the middle of the night again. I am a woman of outstanding integrity. Stop dreaming about me. Dream about yourself. Now go.
I will be back for this. You. I'll be back. Even your enemies bow on your appearance. I greet the great hunter. I bow in greetings to the great hunter.
I have never been greeted for so long like this. And son, to what do I owe this greeting?
Father, are you aware that Nebolisa did not sleep in this compound?
Oh yes, of course. I am aware. Do you have any problem with that?
Not at all, Father. I don't even know anything about it. Where did he go to?
Well, if actually he went to where he told me he was going to, then I can tell you that he will not come back alive.
That's serious. Where is the place?
He told me that he was making a journey beyond the Njaba River. And I am sure that evil maidens of Obalide will destroy him. And even if he survives them, that is the dreadful maidens of Obalide, dangerous animals will tear him into pieces.
Father, I was told that it takes men with outstanding courage to travel across Obalide.
Oh yes, and let me quickly also remind you that some men were born with courage, whereas some men build their own courage by always venturing to do unimagined feats. Yes, whereas some men have theirs bestowed on them by divine providence. You see, Nebolisa may have realized that age is no longer in his favor, so he decided to embark on that journey beyond the Njaba River. But it's unfortunate that he will not be alive to tell his story, because before he returns, I would have sold all his father's land. Yes.
Father, I have equally realized that age is no longer on my side, and I have decided to marry.
Who do you want to marry?
Father, you've seen her before. You have seen her before. And her name is Egodi from Obulenu.
I came back to this land to ask for forgiveness. Without being told, I have realized on my own that I committed massive blunder to have attempted to steal the decanter of hope from the shrine of virgins of Ukeke Kingdom. The decanter from the virgin shrine of Ukeke people. Dike, the chief priest of Umune, my land of peace, my neighbor. He said that any man that presents the decanter of hope to the council of elders in Umune shall be king. I saw this decanter here in this shrine, and I mistakenly concluded that this must be the decanter I need, that I need to become the king in Umune. How wrong I was. The decanter has been trailing me all over the place, making life very miserable for me. I'm restless. I can't even sleep. Because each time I close my eyes, the decanter appears. Anywhere I go, the decanter is there. I have come to realize that if I fail to come back here to beg for forgiveness, that I might be ruined. I don't want to be ruined. I am pleading with you to forgive me. Make it easy for me. I am the son of your daughter. My mother came from Okonkwo here. In all parts of Igbo land, it is known that the sons of daughters are very powerful people. They are recognized. I'm pleading with you to forgive me. Recognize me as the son of your daughter. Could this be the decanter of hope that I need to become the king in Umu? Is it possible that this one has donated itself to me to go and become the king? Are you the decanter of hope? Yes, are you?
Father, why are you kicking against me? I have confirmed that she's a good woman and I want to marry her.
Listen to me, son. If you are sure that you are now ready to marry, I will advise you to look for another maiden to marry. There are maidens everywhere. And I am not trying to limit your search. As a matter of fact, you are free to marry from anywhere. But you see that rude girl of Obulenu, you will never, ever marry her. You will not.
Father, you don't know much about her. You've only met her once and you've concluded she's a rude girl.
I am sure that you don't need anybody to tell you that I am a man of many sides. You listened to the town crier last night. And it was very clear that the land is passing through a terrible time. Because the gods are no longer in favor of a three-point oligarchy that governs the land. It has been prophesied that a king will soon emerge. I am that king. So, you better start seeing yourself as royalty.
Father, the town crier was clear. It was very clear. They are not looking for warriors or hunters. They are looking for the man that has the decanter. And anyone that can present the decanter of hope will be crowned king.
And do you ever think to present the decanter of hope would be an impossible task?
Father, I don't want to dabble into what I don't know. My obsession now is to marry my own wife and settle down as a man.
No. The obsession is for the family to produce the incoming king. Settle that in your mind. That nobody is thinking of marriage now. And the entire family, of course, is bigger than one individual family member.
Young man!
You scared me.
Could you please help me to carry the firewood I gathered?
It will be my pleasure to help an old woman like you. Where's the firewood?
You are telling me that you are tempted to steal the decanter of virgins from the shrine of virgins of Okonkwo. How dare you?
Uncle, this was an action I took in my desperation to be king in Umule. It has landed me in a mess, Uncle. That's why I am getting you involved in this. As I lifted this thing, the decanter, it fell from my hand. And in my presence, the thing was bouncing. It was bouncing. I've never seen anything like that before. The decanter bouncing. I ran. And ever since that time, this decanter has been trailing me all over the place. Once I close my eyes to sleep, the decanter will appear there, looking at me. I'll be forced to open my eyes again. Any man who is not sleeping is standing very close to insanity. I don't know what they are planning, whether they are planning to make me insane or not.
Have you ever had a voice talk to you on this very issue?
I said twice. I had a voice twice. One was here as I lifted this decanter. The other one in my house in Umune last night. It spoke.
Was it the voice of a man or a woman?
The voice sounded like the voice of a maiden. And for the very first time in my life, I heard the voice of a woman, and goosebumps ran down my body. Very, very evil voice.
This matter is more complicated than you think. Because you've ignited the wrath of the goddess of virgins of Uke. And I'm afraid you must be initiated into the world of virgins before she will leave you alone.
Uncle, are you the one talking? I can't believe this. So if you are in a meeting where they are planning to initiate me into the world of virgins, you will actually tell them to go ahead. Well, how can you settle like this? Even one girl, one woman is already too much for me. And you are telling me that I should go and be initiated into the world of virgins. Virgins. Do you know what is virgins? Uncle, there must be another option. Just give me another option. Let us not argue. Just another option. This one is not acceptable.
Why must men steal the unknown?
Uncle, don't tell me that you are the brain behind this. Why are you repeating the same thing that this woman has been saying to me? Uncle, I know that you are evil somehow in here. No, but don't tell me that this evil has expanded. Now, are you the one that is sending spirits? What you're saying is the same thing that the spirit said to me, Uncle. I want to know what is going on. Are you the brain behind this?
You must come with me now.
Where are we going?
No, I don't get it. You're asking me to assist you lift this big firewood to rest on your head. My conscience will not allow me to do that. I volunteer to carry it home for you.
Where I'm living is far away from here. Would you rather inconvenience yourself helping a stranger you don't know?
I am traveling beyond the great Njaba River. I can always continue with the trip. The only task I have now is to carry this firewood to wherever you live.
You have made up your mind to assist someone you don't even know. Who am I to say no to you? Who am I?
Why are you clamoring to be king in Umune community of peace?
That's why I humble myself before you. I'm not clamoring. I am a man of Umune, and I have lived all my life in Umune. It was announced that a king is going to rise and rule, and I came to the conclusion that I am that king. I don't know why I say clamoring.
Your mother is from our land, and that is the only reason why I've forgiven you for desecrating the sacred decanter of virgins of Ukehe. The truth remains that you will never be king.
Uncle, can you tell her that I am better than people that are positioning themselves to be king? Ever since I was born and I started to play with women, I have never slept with another man's wife. I am a clean man, very sacred. That was the reason why I was able to stand before that shrine to even try to pick the decanter in the first place. I'm not going to say. Why is she placing the curse on me by saying that I can never be king?
The gods will bear me witness that I will never place a curse on the son of a woman of Ukehe. I have told you the truth. The man that will be crowned king must be a complete man of Umune. Yes, his mother and father must come from that land. The mere fact that your mother is from Ukehe has disqualified you of being king in Umune.
Do I have your word that the goddess will no longer disturb him as he sleeps in his house?
You have my word. When he prayed for forgiveness, a second decanter appeared. And that is a perfect replacement of the one he desecrated. The son of our sister should go back to his land and start on time to acquire knowledge that will make him relevant for the coming era. You will never be king, but you still have the opportunity to become second in command to the king. Everything depends on him. He should not run faster than his son.
Can I please ask this woman a favor?
Ask me anything you know I can do and consider it done.
Edwin, can you please permit me to go back to that shrine and pick that old decanter, the one you said I desecrated? Because a new one appeared, as you have just said it now. It appeared, it was this side. That old one was by the other side. And I know that old one now is useless. It's no longer needed. If you permit me to pick it, I will take it back to Umuna. It's going to serve a purpose for me in this my quest.
Picking anything from the shrine of Virgins of Ukehe follows a thorough process. You know the process. If he satisfies the process before your eyes, then he can pick the decanter that now has a replacement. You may now go.
Satisfied my conscience. So now I want to continue with my journey.
Whatever men seek beyond the great Njaba River can also be found somewhere else. Why must you risk a journey for something that is readily available? I'm surely a woman, but I can tell you that I'm bigger than the greatest masquerade in your land, Umune.
You're beginning to sound weird.
What men fail to understand, they sum up as weird. Do you still remember what your mother said to you?
You know my mother? She died when I was a teenager.
She was concerned with good days. She wants you to see the good days. And I'm telling you that you have a good heart, and you will surely see the good days.
Who is that beside you?
She's my daughter.
Your daughter. I must say that I am not impressed that you were there in the house and you allowed your mother to go and fetch firewood.
I apologize on her behalf. She wasn't feeling well and I allowed her to rest. Look at her closely and tell me what you are saying.
My son, once you see your wife, you shall know her. And do not allow men to dissuade you from marrying a woman that has stolen your heart. She can come from any land. Understand that your wife is your shadow. And if you treat her with all the respect she deserves, you will live to see the good days.
I'm seeing you for the very first time. But already, I have a feeling that I'm indebted to you.
Her name is Chizoba. Chizoba. His name is Nebolisa, the man of Umune, Community of Peace. He has a good heart. Readily, I'm offering him shelter in our abode.
Well, certain things happen for certain reasons. I have always dreamt of the day I would see a man of Umune, Community of Peace. Just forgive what happened today. I mean, it was destined to happen. You're welcome.
I am doing everything possible to understand the reason for this visit. Why are you here? And why are you carrying yourself as if you have something in common?
My parents call me Ugbana. Do you think they don't know what they were doing? Take a proper look at me and tell me, what is it that you see in that Egodi that you think I can't give you?
You know, it is now clear to me that you were sent by people. And the reason is very clear to me, and that is to get me. Go back to them. Tell them you missed your way and you did not see me. Okay?
It is now known by everybody that Egodi is not even thinking about you. I want you to beat her to it. Settle for me, and she'll be a loser forever.
And you give me a reason why I should do that.
Egodi is circumcised. I'm not. See, circumcised women are not pleasurable because their source of pleasure and excitement has been tampered with and ruined. I can say circumcised women are destroyed women. Now look at me. Can you afford to settle with a destroyed woman?
What makes you think Egodi is destroyed?
I don't just think. I know. Female circumcision is a custom in Obulenu. I still have everything intact. Think about everything that I told you and forget about Egodi and think about Ugbana. I will make you happy every night. Just think about it.
You. There's nothing you will not see just because of this throne. If not, something like this will now come and be convincing me. Just imagine. Come to think about it. Female circumcision. Why will Egodi fall victim? Why will she fall victim?
I listened to the town crier.
And I have come to the conclusion that we are not doing the right thing.
It depends on what you mean by the right thing. The process of selecting the king is not for us to dictate. The gods are doing their thing, and we are only following as mere mortals.
The craze in town right now is that everybody wants to become king. Everybody. Everybody wants to become king. This is not our Ubune community of peace. It's not. Is it? And that is why I have called this meeting, so that my fellow elders will agree with me that if a king must eventually emerge, it must be from amongst us.
Bam, that is the truth. Right. A king must eventually emerge. None of you is that king.
Menete. Ishedike, I am sorry I must come in now.
Come.
Can you please explain what you've just said?
The man that must eventually emerge the king in Umune community of peace must be a complete man of the kingdom. Three of you are not so qualified, and so none of you can emerge as the king.
Have you seen the reason why I called this meeting? Ichiedike is acting out the script written by the enemies of this kingdom in order to destroy this kingdom. Ichiedike, I will resist you. I will!
Ichiedike, you are the eye of the gods in this land. You are insulting us with due respect to your staff of office. Ichiedike, how can you say that three of us who are the triple oligarchy of this land are not complete men? That we are not complete men of this land? You have to explain it. Clarify to me why you say we are not complete men of this land, Ichiedike. Tell us!
Ibiano. Ebusanno. Huh? Ebusanno. Your mothers were married from other lands. This is a fact known to all. The man that must eventually emerge king in Umune community of peace must be a son, a complete man of the land.
So Ichiedike, you have been positioning yourself to become king. Yes, you have been positioning yourself to become king. Do you think in your widest imagination that it will be possible for you to be chief priest and king at once? Ichiedike, is not possible. I will resist you.
Okoloma, you are standing before Une. Watch your tongue. I must crown a man king. When the dust settles, his reign shall be great. I am not going to crown myself king because I still remain the authority that must crown the king in Umune community of peace.
And who is this man to be crowned king?
Zanya, answer him!
Answer him! Who is this man to be crowned king? Who?
Sanno! Ebu Sanno.
You said that you have a feeling of indebtedness to me, and you've not seen me before. Can you explain further?
You said you had always dreamt of the day you will set your eyes on a man from Umune community of peace. Can you explain further?
Oh, that is very funny. You've not answered my question and you're asking me another.
You are the woman and you should speak first.
Okay. What do you want to know?
This lonely abode is in the center of a forest. I don't even know its name. You live here with your mother. You have no neighbors. How do you survive? And where are you from?
I'm from here. We have lived here. And I've lived here since I was born. You are the only guests we've had. What else do you want to know?
Tell me more about your mother.
My mother is the only one I have ever interacted with. She has enormous powers. And countless times I have seen her ward off wild animals that came to devour us. You're the next person I'm meeting. And I am so excited about it.
It is not clear to me that I will not be king here in Umune community of peace. I'm no longer scheming to be king. Because my mother is not from here. My mother was married from the great K.O.K kingdom. And that has disqualified me from ever being king. I have many friends that are qualified. Those that their mother escaped from this land. You are one of them. But among all these my friends that are qualified, you are the only one I trust. That's why I'm here.
I don't understand where you're coming from.
Look at this decanter in my hand. This is the very decanter that is going to make you king here in Umune community of peace. I want you to promise me that if I should give you this decanter and you become king, promise me that forever and ever you will recognize me as second in command. I will give it to you.
Where is this decanter from? Is it from this land or from another land?
There are some things you shouldn't be asking because you know it can't be from this land. This land, we don't manufacture decanter here. This thing you're seeing came from Ukehe. It's not ordinary. In my very presence, my uncle, the great Obalo of Ukehe, sacrificed a spotless virgin goat to the virgin shrine of Ukehe people before they permitted us, before they allowed us to lift this decanter from the shrine. This thing was lifted from the shrine. It's not ordinary. I will give it to you. And then you will go and give it to chief priest and the others. And they will make you king. Promise me that you will not forget me as the second in command.
They will crown me king. Just like that.
My name is K.O.K. Onyisi Okanga. I know everything. I will give you this thing. And you will become king. I need you to assure me that you will not forget me. You will continue to recognize me as second in command. Give me that assurance and I'll give you this decanter.
If it works, and I am made the king of Umune community of peace, I will never forget you.
I want you to swear on your life.
I swear, I will ensure that you are my second in command.
That your oath is nonsense. Huh? I don't believe in empty nonsense oath. You see that junction down there? Where spirits normally gather in the afternoon. That people avoid in the afternoon. I want us to go there. In that junction, you are going to swear that if I give you this decanter and you become king of Umune community of peace, that you are not going to forget me as second in command. I want us to go there. If possible, we can even meet the spirits now because this is about the time they come. If you are ready, let's go. I will give it to you. Ingwanakwani Obagaka. Look at you, look at kingship. Are you ready? Neg, Neigbe. This is that unholy junction where 3 footpaths meet, where spirits normally appear in the afternoon, and this is where we are. I want you to promise me that if I give you this decanter and you become king in Umu in a community of peace, that I am going to remain the second in command.
I promise.
Promise me that I am the person who is going to be behind every single decision that you are going to take in this kingdom.
I promise.
I want you to promise me that whatever thing that comes to you as the king, that it is going to be shared according to my own dictates. I'm not going to be greedy, but I will be the one that will decide how we share whatever thing that comes.
I agree.
And again, I want you to also agree that there is no decision you are going to take as king without my own input. In fact, you must share it with me before you decide anything. If you promise me now, I will give you this decanter and you're going to become king. I know it's hard, but king.
I promise.
Thank you very much. This is the decanter. Tomorrow you can go and present it to the chief priest and the elders, and you are king. This is the road to your house. This is the road to my own house. I'm going. Don't tell anybody. Thank you so much. Don't tell anybody there was an oath.
Why are you clapping? Do you like it?
Oh, I like the song. Please promise that you teach me the song.
That means you really love the song. Okay, I'll teach you.
Okay, thank you.
But that will be if I can trace my way back to this place from my trip across the lands beyond the Great Njaba River.
But my mother said that what you're going to get in the unknown lands is right here in the forest.
Yeah, I heard when she said that, but the truth is that I am not traveling to get anything. I just want to experience the unknown.
My mother will reveal the unknown to you. Elect to stay with us, and you're sure of the good days.
The good days? good days. My mother had mentioned the good days to me. What do you mean by good days?
The good days means the good days. It means the days when everything will be good around you. You know what? My mother will make you experience the good days. Please stay with us.
If I tell you I understand this look on your face, I lie. Why are you looking like this?
Egodi, I've come to understand the reason why you've been resisting me all this while. Listen, I came here to tell you this night that I'm no more interested in you anymore. Go ahead, give yourself to whoever is interested in you.
Do you mind coming back to repeat the nonsense you just said? Come back. Can you explain the nonsense you just said?
Listen, if you want me to say it, I'll say it over and over again, and I'll continue saying it. You are a circumcised woman, and a circumcised woman is a destroyed woman, and I'm not ready to end up with a circumcised woman. Go ahead, give yourself to whoever is interested in you. I'm no more interested.
Now I see that the traits of men of Umune are complete in you. Someone fed you with lies, and you are acting without verification and confirmation. It goes to show just one thing. You are not a proper man.
My goodness. Are you telling me you were never circumcised?
I was never circumcised. I am a complete woman with all her senses intact. I was actually beginning to consider you a real man. But with what you've just done, you've ruined everything. Now, you will leave this kingdom this night and don't ever come back. And don't ever come back here. I do not want to see you ever again. Go.
Egodi, come back now. Eh? Egodi, please come back, Egodi.
He will go. Go. Go before I shout. Men of this kingdom will kill you the moment I shout. Go, he will go.
I've lost everything. Where do I go to now? Eh? Where do I go to? Eh? Egodi, please come out, come back. Eh?
I've lived all my life in this forest. I've come to understand the language of animals and plants.
Language of animals and plants? Do they speak?
They are very organized. Animals do not chew on plants without securing approval from the plants. And when they chew without approval, they ignite the wrath of the plants. Most times, they fall sick for days or die of food poisoning.
Why are you telling me all this?
The good times are coming. And you need extraordinary experience to survive where other men will fumble. The competition is going to be very intense and thorough. It's only one who has extraordinary experience that will survive.
You know, there's this peculiar way you communicate that leaves me with the impression that you are a lady of another world.
I'm just trying to pay you the debt I owe you. And I just hope I'll be able to pay all my debts.
You don't owe me anything. I'm the one that owes you a lot. But ask me what I'm owing you. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure, that I'm owing you something.
I am happy that both of you are getting on well. It's time to go.
I was just trying to teach him the language of the animals and plants. He'll be needing the knowledge for the good times.
All the things he needs are stored in one of these decanters. I know that the good days will not take him unawares. It's time to go home.
Have you parted the ways with your manners? Why are you giving me the decanter?
The elders are here gathered. I want you to tell them what you told me last night.
JDK, I never knew you were going to involve elders in this. You were the one that prophesied that the man that presents the decanter of hope shall be crowned the king. And Isoba has presented what I believe is the decanter of hope. Let the elders crown this man king now, so that we can stop all these problems.
Ugonano K.O.K. Can you tell us your interest in this matter?
My problem is the interest of this kingdom. Ichedeke the chief priest has said consistently that all the problems we have in this kingdom shall be solved when we have a king. And that king is the man that presents the decanter of hope. And Isoba here is a complete man of this land. We know that much. Let us crown this man king and save ourselves all these problems.
Can you tell us the origin of this decanter?
I'm sorry, Shedika, but I don't know why you're asking too many questions.
We demand an immediate answer to the question he just asked.
This is the decanter of hope that this man has presented here. Why are we tracing the origin again? The origin of the decanter of hope. Let us place this crown on this man's head and everything will solve. This kingdom and everybody's happy.
Ugonano, can you stand by your father's grave and swear that this is the decanter of hope? Can you swear? Swear!
Is it because I was the person that called the attention of the chief priest that all these questions are coming up? Let us save ourselves the stress and the trauma. If he has a decanter, it is the decanter of hope. Crown him king, let us be happy. Too many questions again.
We are not sure of a lot of things.
But we are sure that hope is coming to the Umune community of peace. Are the men ready for what is coming?
The sacrifice of a spotless virgin goat to the goddess of virgins was received, but we want to ask the elders a question. Who was the authority that confirmed that the sacrificed goat was a virgin?
Virginity is sacred, and virgins remain the future of all lands. The elders must, however, answer two additional important questions. What kind of hope do you want in this land? Can this land manage the crisis of virgins?
We demand to know the origin of this decanter.
The three strange maidens asked thought-provoking questions, and all those questions have not been answered. Why then are you asking another?
The answer to all their questions depends on the origin of this decanter. We demand an immediate answer to the question he just asked.
What I have here is the decanter of hope. The false maiden prophesied that hope is coming to our land. Let us show them that we are ready for what is coming, and this whole problem will stop.
In my capacity as the chief priest of Umune Community of Peace, I hereby declare this meeting closed. And I still maintain my former proclamations. Men shall present decanters to the tripod oligarchy, and the man that presents the decanter of hope shall be crowned king.
I have these feelings that you have compromised the integrity of the family you represented. You are now conniving with the enemies of this land to assume kingship by coup.
Why are you doing everything possible to provoke me? The elders have rejected the decanter. So I want you to take back what belongs to you.
Anizaba, why are you making a mistake that you are going to regret? What's the matter with you? The elders have not rejected the decanter because they can't reject the decanter. They mainly postpone the coronation because they know you are going to be the king in this land. What is the matter with you? You are giving me the decanter back? Napola.
Did you hear the questions that the maidens asked?
What nonsense question did they ask? What question?
You said you sacrificed the virgin goat.
In Ukaka, yes.
How are you sure that what you sacrificed was actually a virgin goat?
So my goodness. The woman that sold the goat to us assured us that the goat was a virgin goat, and I believe her. Or are you sitting down here to tell me that a woman that has only the business of breeding goats doesn't know the very goat in her collection of goats that is still a virgin goat? Is that what I'm saying?
Ugonano, I want to be very sincere with you. I am no longer interested in this process.
That automatically means that you didn't even understand what Ishiyaman explained. You didn't understand anything.
I understood perfectly well what he said. And that is why I don't want to continue in this process.
Men that started a lying process must not go halfway because it's very dangerous. Do not ever accept to know what you don't know because it's always very dangerous.
Credible men do not always argue when a strange topic is under discussion. I warn you, it's always very dangerous.
Can you imagine? What are you warning?
This is the third time I have listened to you. And once again, I am regretting why I ever listened to you.
Why? Is it because women spoke? Women spoke? Look at that, even that idiot, that animal that was standing there, making reference to credible. What does he know about credible? Listen to me, go around and verify. Credible men do not listen to women. Why are you doing this to yourself? This land, women in the community of peace is going to become great. You are going to be the king. I will be second in command. The land will become very prosperous. We are getting so close. Why are you shifting? Because some hooligans appear and they say they are virgins. How are we sure that they are virgins? Who tested? Have you tested to be sure that they are virgins? And you are listening to them? Do you know what it cost me to get this decanter? Decanter of hope that is giving us hope. The elders of this land, they are feeling the hope and they know you are going to be the king. The land is going to become wonderful. The future is very bright. And when you sit as king and I am second in command, the future will be brightest.
I can see the future of Umune. Are you from Umune?
I am from Umune. My name is Olaku. I've been seeing things, but I am not sure. I have this feeling that the gods of Umune brought me to this forest to experience the mystery of death.
I am not going to discuss the mystery of death because death is good. Without death, people will decay while they are still alive. But I'm going to tell you something that is very important. You are pregnant and you are going to deliver a baby girl that will be part of the future of Umune. Refuse to succumb to the mystery of death at young age and you shall live to see the rise of Umune.
I am seeing you for the first time. And I trust you. I am going to give you this bracelet of love. It is from my husband. The man of Umune will surely come for my daughter in future. Give him this bracelet to give to my daughter. It will be the only link she will have to her roots.
She gave me this bracelet. She was the woman of Umune Community of Peace. She died before me, and I managed to bury her in this bush. The girl child I took from her is the same Chizoba that you have come to love. You are the man of Umune, and I'm giving you this bracelet in fulfillment of the wishes of Olako, the woman of Umune that I buried. You will take her back to Umune, and with this bracelet, she will trace her route. Treat her as a noble woman, and you will live to experience the good days.
I will do as you advised. But I have a problem.
I know what your problem is. Difficulties. Difficulties have been unleashed against the people of Umune Community of Peace. Men walk like elephants, but they eat like ants. Even some women, they have started feasting on the flesh of their children. You are afraid that you may starve to death if you must travel to your land with the maiden you love. No, it won't happen. I sit in this loneliness of my sacred abode to assure you that it's not going to happen. Not only will you be prosperous, your return must trigger the prosperity of your land.
At a point, I thought, I have no hope. You've given me hope. I don't know what to say.
Let me quote the exact words of your mother. And I quote, understand that your wife is your shadow. Treat her as that, and you will live to experience the good days. Yes.
How come you always quote my mother correctly? And you've not seen her? Do you know her?
The bracelet. The bracelet remains the only thing Chizoba inherited from her mother. I never told her about it because I've been waiting for this moment. Present it to her and treat her as your shadow, and you will live to see the good days.
The Bolisa cannot come back alive. This is total separation. He has died a permanent death and is out of the way for good.
scary and weary in every direction, but the future belongs to those who endure. We know, we know. Trials may come, but surely recede. The tempest may rise, but surely surrender. Just need to be strong and never give up. We know, no matter the weather, no matter the season, in every situation, we know, of the eyes of an eagle, be as brave as a lion, be as mad as a serpent, and surely you will conquer. Want to seek it, no gadima, Okwinanu, Ogadima, Otakodinjo, Emesio Gadima, Okwinanu, want to seek it, no gadima, Okwinanu, Emesio Gadima, Otakodinjo, Emesio Gadima, Okwinanu. Believe in yourself and nobody else. Blame no one else. Take responsibility. Travel the distance and weather the storm. Confusion may come, lack of love in your heart. Trouble may come, never be discouraged, 'cause I really know that a day will surely come when everything will be fine, no matter the weather, no matter the season, no matter the situation. I win, I know.